Welcome to Manka Digital Academy. On this video, we'll be talking about the 10 courses of skills, 10 core skills for new beginners in computer. So, the 10 core skills for beginners in computers are how to use Microsoft Word, how to start a new document, how to change your font size and color, how to change the alignment, line spacing and indentation, how to add headings, how to change margin, how to add image, how to add page number, how to add headers and footers, how to edit, how to use editor, that is the spelling and grammar check, how to save and print your document. Okay, we move to the first request, which is how to use the Microsoft Word. How to use Microsoft Word. Under how to use Microsoft Word, we have how to start a new document. That is the first thing. We go to start, we open our document, you come to blank page, and to open our document there are two methods we can use, but we're using the first method. Then the second method, we could just write words and it takes us to the Word app. You open Word and boom, you're on the page. You click on new document or you open new document. That's blank document, sorry. Now here we have how to change the font size. After getting to the new document, this is the page. We have the next one, which is how to change the font style, size and the color. Okay, to change the font size, we're gonna bring a text to the page. I'll copy a text and bring so that we can work with our text. Double click and you take paste. So with how to change the font size, on the title bar, on the toolbar, sorry, we have the font size icon, we have the color, all in one place, indicating right here, as you can see with the green arrow. So to apply this, we have to highlight our text or the section which we wish to change the font size. We either highlight all or the section. To highlight, we can take Ctrl plus A, or we place our cursor at the beginning and we highlight the whole text or the section which we wish to work with. So you can verify here that I'll highlight a slight space. I'll highlight the whole text. Instead, I would prefer to highlight the whole text instead of highlighting just a particular section. I'll highlight the whole text and I'll take Ctrl A, highlight the whole text, and I'll go to my toolbar under the font size. You see I can change the font size from any dimension. It's from A to above. And if the number to which you want to change the font size is not indicated, you could just write inside the dialog box 12, 10, 15, 40, 50, and your text will be changed. You have now the column. can change the color to any color desired. We have the green, the blue, the red, and if the color you're looking for it's not here, we can go to the more button and create the color that you actually want to edit your text in. So we are done with the font size and color of our text. So we'll be moving to the next, which the next will be concentrating on how to change alignment, line spacing, and indentation. How to change alignment, line spacing, and indentation. All this is still found under the home toolbar. So if you click on home, after the text, after the font size and color where it was found, we have the alignment, line, bulleting, indentation. All these tools are found here. So you keep your text highlighted before you're choosing. This is the highlight. We have the middle, we have by the side, by the left, we have by the right. So you can see how I can rotate my text, shift it to the left, to the right, center it. So this is where we align our text. Now we go to line spacing. On line spacing is to give space in between the text lines. So if you scroll down, you choose 0.1, 0.15, and so on. You choose which one best suits you. We have indentation. We can either use the tab bar, click on our tap on our keyboard to indent our text, or you use this icon on the toolbar to indent our text. We have how to add and format headings. That is the next. So after you choose how to add headings, is still on the home toolbar. When you come here, if you click on the first where you have this ABC, if you click on the first, it will provide you the third heading, because there are 3 headings. That's the first, second, and third. If you click on the second, it will provide you the third headings, which you can choose from any. You could either choose the first, the second, or the third heading. You highlight where you want, or the statement which you want to use as heading. You highlight and you click on the heading which you used to use. Now, how to change page margin. To change our page margin, we have to go to layout on our toolbar. On layout, you have margin. If you go on margin, you have the various margins here: narrow, normal. You could all read everything. You choose which margin you intend using, and it will produce the margin. The margin is like the rulers on your page. So when you choose a margin, it reduces the page according to the exact margin you've chosen. The next is how to add image on our text. So how to add image: when you've clicked where you want to insert your image, you click exactly where you want to insert the image. You go on insert on the toolbar, When you click, you go and insert on the toolbar. You below it you find pictures. If you click on the pictures, it will take you to your desktop or your gallery, wherever you want to take your picture from or the image you want to use. Wherever you've saved it, you can find it through. You get the image, you click on the image and you take open. I want to use this image, I click on the image and I take insert. So the image will be inserted into my page exactly where I clicked. So I choose a desired size for my image. If I want it big, I leave it at that. If I want it small, I could reduce the size to the desired. You can reduce it to the desired size that I want. Okay, after reducing it, we could decide to text wrap our image. If you click on this image, this animal image beside the picture, you find the various ways you can text wrap your image. It could be square, that's behind text, in the middle of your text. It could be transparent, it could be in front of the text, but here we'll be choosing the square, that is by the side of the text. And if you click here, your image will remain by the side of your text. How to add page number. How to add page number is the next, and to have page number, how to add page number on our toolbar, we will go on insert, still on the insert on the toolbar. You look through to almost at the end, you have insert page number. So you have the various ways in which you can insert your page number. You want it at the top, at the bottom, sideward. It's all indicated. When you click where you want it to appear, let's say for example at the bottom, it will give you samples of how you want it at the bottom. Then you come in the middle and you choose exactly how you want it at the bottom. At the bottom by the side, at the bottom in the middle, at the bottom page 1 or page 1 of 1 or of 6 pages, or page 2 of 6 pages. Is it page 3? So this is what I will choose. Page, yes, I will choose this. I'll click on it and it will appear at the bottom of my text as footers, but we'll still be treating headers and footers, but it will appear at the bottom of my text at footers. I left click on my text to have the result. So we now move to the next, which is how to add headers and footers. How to add headers and footers, we still go to our toolbar, we click on insert. Immediately after page number, you have headers and footer. Still just on the same line, you have headers and footers. So on the same line, you have headers and footers. You click and it depends. You choose headers, you choose footers, you choose a sample. These are various samples, how you want it to appear. You look through and decide what you want. I choose that and I write my book. When I'm done writing my book, you decide what to write on your own headers. You double click, you double click on your, and it takes you out. How to run editors, that is spelling and grammar check. When we write, we always do mistakes, so at times we go to the editor, that is the spelling and grammar check, to cross-check our mistakes. So the it would highlight everything and cross-check each mistakes, and we'll be sorting out the mistakes one after the other. If you have large text, when you come here under the grammar and spelling check, it will adjust. You either take ignore or you take change, and if you are taking change, you change with the right word. You take either ignore or you take change, and you do that with all your text. You go through all your text till it reaches the final end and you're sure it has been edited properly. Now the final thing is how to save and print a file. That is our final tutorial, how to save and print our file. We go to file on our toolbar. It will take us to save as. A drop down menu will appear. We don't take save, we take save as. So we click on save as. We have the various, the drive, the PC, the browser. So we are working on our PC. Where I want to save my document is on my PC. I click PC. I go on my desktop because the folder will be found on my desktop. I click on my desktop and I search for Manka Digital Academy. That is the folder. I click on Manka Digital Academy. I open the folder and I save my document in Manka Digital Academy. I could write the name of my document. I decide doc 1, doc 2, whatever you decide to use as your name. You put the name of your document, how you want to address your document, and you save the document in Manka Digital 2. So you could also change the formats here, but that we are not changing the format, the type, the save type. We're not changing our save type. So we're not changing our save type. We're gonna use this. And to print, just still on the same tool, you have print below. You take print, you edit how you want to print your document, you verify if everything is checked as you want. You choose the printer which you want to print to, which is connected to your PC. You click on the printer and you print your document. So here we are at the end of our video, and I hope this class or these tutorials will go a long way to help you. So if you see my video is interesting for very basic exercises like this, hit the subscribe button, follow, like, and hit the notification bell for more. Thank you.